Great. To give a little bit of a little more background to this, our original intent as we were designing this workshop was to give a flavor of the different types of initiatives and programs that are going on in the world. And because of our experiences or that of our panel, we had, U.S. and European exposure. And so, however, as you can tell, such a broad topic. I mean, we touched on only a few examples of how we have and can use EHR for clinical research, and barely, if we could even say, scratch the surface in terms of initiatives. No, not this one, the other one.
It is the other one.
Yeah, the one with the one. Yep, there you go. And so, we're really not doing it, giving this particular topic much justice, to be honest. CTSAs is great, and they're doing a lot of good. In fact, actually, we already pulled that down, but to add a little bit to what Richard has said in terms of the institutions now saying, where's that return on investment? And they've been investing money into it. CTSA was a great way to kickstart something that needs to continue. And they're trying to find ways, or we in the entire industry are doing clinical research, trying to find ways to do that. And through collaborations with pharma and other clinical research in industries, I think there are some ways in which we could probably figure that out and help keep this thing going. And of course, we've mentioned things like PACER and some of your experience with that, and there are other initiatives, obviously a lot of initiatives in the U.S. that even outside of the clinical research specific topic, we talked about meaningful use and other initiatives that are just around EHR and healthcare itself that obviously has a large impact on how we do research then, therefore, from the data. Here, we talked about the EHR for CR project earlier, really in the context of that survey, but I'm just going to show the first three slides in particular that talk about what this project is. I'll take a step up and say there's the Innovative Medicine Initiative, IMI, which is a larger initiative across the European Union to focus on developing drugs, developing innovative medicines in a more effective and efficient way, cost-effective way, et cetera. They have a lot of actually goals that they're trying to accomplish here. And this particular one is around the EHR for clinical research project. They have a lot of funding. They have 33, a lot of initial funding, but again, it's a similar situation they're running into, not quite yet, but almost like CTSA, where they're getting the funding in, but they need a sustainable way to be able to continue this over time, scalable and so forth. It is a 4-year project, started last year through the end of 2014, with the possibility, as I understand it, of renewing it soon thereafter, depending on how productive they are in this meantime. 33 partners. So I'm going to jump over to that. Of the 33 partners of this particular project, 11 of them are from pharmaceutical companies that are members of the European Federation for Pharmaceutical Industries and Association, the EFPIA, and the other 22 are other healthcare institutions, primarily academic institutions, with some others as well. You can see them all represented here. They also have a handful of subcontractors that participate in helping keep things moving forward. And again, you all have these slides, so you can refer to them in the future as we're jumping through this quickly. And this is the structure. So the project itself is structured into 4 work package groups. Each one of these work package groups has a set of work packages or work streams that they are focused on. And there's a slide later on that breaks them down.